Hey, boys and girls, welcome to another math lesson. It is 10.10, page 295 and 296. This is fractions, but it looks a little bit different. So there's a couple ways you can do fractions. We did them as part of a group, so like the gummy bears. We did them as part of a whole, like the pizza or a sandwich. But now we're doing fractions on a number line, kind of like you'd see on a ruler. So I think there was a little bit on the page before, next to the chocolate bar, there was a ruler. So we can do fractions on a number line, kind of like we would on a ruler. So let's look at page, we're going to jump right in. We're on page 295, make sure you're turned there, and read along with me. It says, number lines can help you understand the order of numbers, fractions, and mixed numbers. So looking at this chart, if I looked at 1.5. I can tell you from this chart that 1.5 is bigger than 1, but it is smaller than 2. Let's look at it right here. 1.5. So if our number line, here's 0, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, if I look at the fraction, 1.5 right here, I can tell, especially if you're counting up this way, so if up's this way, I can tell that 1.5 is bigger than 1, but smaller than 2. It comes after 1 and before 2. Do you see that? Okay, so let's expand on that idea. Tell me the fraction that is larger than 4 on our number line, but smaller than 5. And you can tell it's actually halfway between 4 and 5. It is 4.5. And if we, let's say we made these boxes, right? Halfway to 5. So here's 4 plus another half. Do you see if we made this a box right here? If we made it a box, is that another half? So here's 4. Here's our whole number. And here is the half. It's halfway to 5. Okay, I just wanted you to be able to see that. So that's 4.5. Okay, let's move on down. Sorry about Fonda. Which platypus is longer? Which platypus is longer? So don't just look at the picture, boys and girls. Look at where it falls on the number line. Okay, this platypus is 1/2 of a meter long. Okay, this platypus, see this scale is measured a little differently. Is this measured in halves? No, but what you can see is this is 1 and 5/5 is the same as 1 whole, okay? And here's 0. So instead of looking at the boxes like we did before, let's look at the fractions. This platypus is 2/5 long. So if we were to carry this up, which platypus is longer? Now, you're probably thinking, Mrs. Kornthal, I just saw that with my eyes. Yes, but I'm showing you that you can use fractions on a number line. So 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, which is the same as 1. You can use fractions on a number line to compare two sizes. So we can see that 1/2 is longer than 2/5. Okay, let's keep going. I bet you can get this pretty easily today. Okay, find the missing numbers on the number line. So we're just going in order. And boys and girls, be careful and watch this. The nice thing is they already have the marks all written for you. Okay, you're just finding the missing ones. See, there's a missing one, there's a missing one, there's a missing one. It's shaded in for you. And let's look at the whole. Before you start writing things in, I want you to look at where the whole numbers are. Okay, we have a whole number right here. There's the 1. Here's a 0. And here, ooh, the 2 is missing. The 2 is missing. That might be a little hint going forward. Okay, let's see this. These are all going by, what do you see in the denominator? They're going up by fourths. So I know that this is going to be fourths. I know that this is going to be fourths. I know that this is going to be fourths. Hold on. Don't answer me just yet. You might have a clue, but I want to give you the general idea first. Okay, so 1/4, and we just count. See if the numerators just get higher? Watch this. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. 1 is the same as what? 4/4. Does that work? Yes. Now you have 1 and 1/4. So you have 1. You already have the 1. Now you're moving up by another 4th. 1/4. This would be 1 and 2/4. You still need the whole number that goes right there. Don't forget. 1 and 3/4. This would be, 1 and 4/4. Wait a minute, Mrs. Kornthal. Isn't there a better way to write that? Because 1 is a whole number and 4/4 is a whole number. So 1 whole number plus 1 whole other number. Let's do that. I bet you guys caught that. That is a 2. Then it starts over again. You have a whole number plus another 4th, plus another 4th. 2 and 1/4, 2 and 2/4. Do you see that? I'm going to erase this part a little bit so it's not so sloppy. Okay, here we go. I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to erase this a little bit for you. Okay. Here we go. Green. All right, let's look at our number line. I'm going to highlight again the whole numbers. There's 0, 1, 2. Ooh, I see something. Should probably be right here. 1, 2. And these are going to go by thirds. Do you see it? 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. This is the same as 3/3. 1 is the same as 3/3. Okay, so this is all thirds. 2/3 is, I won't tell you that yet. Okay, so 1/3. 1/3 plus another third, so 1 plus another 1 is 2. Denominator the same. Okay, 1, that's a whole number, plus another third is 1 and 1/3. And then you see 1 and 2/3 right here. Then you have 1 and 3/3, which would be the same as 2. Then you have 2, because you still have your whole number, plus another third is 2 and 1/3. Now you have 2 and 2/3. What comes next? 2 and 3/3. 2 and 3/3. Wait a minute. 3/3 is another whole, Mrs. Kornthal. You're right. So 2 plus another whole would be what? 3. 2 whole sandwiches plus 3/3 of another sandwich is 3. Okay, then you have 3 and 1/3. All right, here we go. Are you starting to get this? Is it making sense? Okay, what is this broken up into? And I'm going to show you how this works. I'm not making this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you see there's 8 parts in this number line to get to 1? Here's the 1. So these are all 8ths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all divided into 8ths. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that's why it's marked as 8. They didn't just make it up. The fraction is divided into 8 parts before the 1. Okay, so here's 1/8. You see it? 2/8. 3/8. What comes next? What comes after 3? 4. Denominator's the same. 4/8. 5/8. Count with me. 6/8. This one seems easy. 7/8. Wait a minute. There's a 1. Why is it a 1? Because what would be next? 8/8. Is 8/8 the same as 1 whole? Yes, that's why it's 1. Okay, then we start over. 1 plus another 8th is 1 and 1/8. 1 and 2/8. 1 and, you said it, 3/8. Okay, then we have another 1 and 4/8. 1 and 5/8. 1 and 6/8. You're right. 1 and 7/8. Wait a minute, Mrs. Kornthal, why is there a 2 here? Because this would be 1 and 8/8, which is the same as 1 plus another 1, which would equal 2. That's why that works. Okay, we're going to turn the page. Okay, boys and girls, I'm going to move and see if I can get away from Fonda. It's so beautiful outside, and she loves barking at people at the front door. So there's lots of people walking their dogs, and she thinks she's a guard dog when there's people walking their dogs outside. Okay, here we go. Last little bit of our number line. It says, write the length of the skip shown at each number line. Now, boys and girls, the first thing we do is count, okay? How many spots to the 1? Ready? Count with me. Mark this on your page. 1, oops, sorry, I was using the eraser. 1, 2, 3, and this would be 4 fourths. Okay, so we know that this is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. How many hops to get to the 1? How many hops to get to the 1? I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or if it looked like a box, when we did fractions this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see it? Okay, so now I know that each of those is worth 1/4. That is what is going to help you figure this answer out. Okay, so we know it has already gotten to 1. Here's 1, and it's going another bit. And we know every one of these is worth 1/4. Boys and girls, if you're not sure, guess what? Write it in. Fill in the whole chart if you need to. We know this is 1 and we know each of these is worth 1. Sorry, we'll put it right here. 1/4. So if this is 1, what's the 1 hop past that? Plus another 4th. 1 plus another 4th is 1 and 1/4. Okay, do not forget the 1 part. Don't just put, oh, that's another hop, that's another 4th. Nope, because it's all the way here. It's 1 and 1/4. Okay, make your 1 tall so it doesn't look like this. That looks like 11/4 to me. Don't do that. Don't do it. Okay, next one. I'm going to switch. Here we go. Well, we know that it's gotten to 1, and I'm going to actually just say, you can write that down already. We know it's already gotten to 1. It's not 2. We know our main number is going to be 1. But what is the fraction here? How many hops to get to 1? 1, 2, 3. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 sections in each. So we know that each of these is worth 1/3. 1/3. This is 2/3. And this is 3/3. Is that right? Is 3/3 equal 1? Yes, it does. That's why it's the same. So this would be 1 and another 1/3. 1 and 2/3. Yes. And this is the one we're looking for. So what is our answer? 1 and 2/3. All right. I'm going to erase a little bit of this so it's not in the way. There we go. Here we go. Boys and girls, I can already tell you, look, it's past the 2, but before the 3. Without even looking at my fraction, I know that my whole number is going to be what? It's not 3 yet. It's 2 and something else. 2. And, ooh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5/5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know that the whole number is the number over itself to make it a whole. So if I have 8 pieces, it's 8 out of 8. If I have 12 pieces, it's 12 out of 12. So I know that this is 5/5. So I know that these all have to go by fifths because it's in 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's broken up into 5. So this would be 1/5. This would be 2/5. This would be 3/5. This would be 4/5. Do you see it? Now let's look. We don't have to go all the way. We just know that these go up by, how much do they go up by? 1/5. So this is 2 and 1/5. This is 2 and 2/5. This is 2 and 3/5. And that is the one we need. So what is our answer? 2 and 3/5. Did you get it? Is it making more sense? Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more racing. All right, here we go. This one says, draw a skip to the correct place on each number line. Ooh, boys and girls, here's what I love about this one. We don't have to see how many spots it is. I'm going to show you that they're right because watch this. This is 8, so these are going to go by 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 sections in each. So I'm just going to show you that. Okay, and I'll look 1. So 5. I'm going to hop to 1. And boys and girls, I know the book likes to do one big hop like this. Sorry, all the way to the answer. Whoa, what did it do that for me for? Well, that's weird. It just automatically did that. I didn't want a straight line. I wanted a crooked line. The book would tell you to hop all the way to the answer, but here's what I don't want. So like right here, they do one big hop, right? That, if you have lots of little lines right here, you're more likely to miss your spot. So here's what I always do. I tell my boys and girls to hop to the big number first and then hop to your fraction, okay? And you can even do little hops. 1, 2, whoa, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one is 1 and 5/8. Now, if you want to after, you can do this. Okay, now that I found it, I'm gonna do one big hop to 1 and 5/8. I should have changed that to a different color. So if you want to do one big arrow after that, that's fine. But you're going to probably miss the jump if you go straight from here all the way to the end. Don't do that. Do the whole number first and then do the fraction. Are you ready? And you'll end up at the same spot. Okay, so what's our whole number? 1, 2. Then we're going to hop by a third. A third's easier because we can see it. Here's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So this would be 2 and 1/3. Then we're going to hop that extra third. Okay, and draw your arrow. So I know the book loves this one. And you will see, even when we do like the quiz, it'll say, go hop all the way. I don't care if you do the big one, but I don't prefer it because you're more likely to just go too far, especially on one like this. Like on number 5, on the top one, you're more likely to miss your fraction if you go all the way from 0 all the way to where you need to go. So I would hop by the whole number first. See, like that, 1, 2, and then I'd hop by the fraction right here. And then I'd hop another third, and then I get 2/3. Okay, so that's my tip for you for today. As much as the book is helpful in that way, I really have seen too many kids hop too far or too short when they do one big hop. Hop by your wholes first, then hop by your fraction. Okay, next, draw skip steps to show how fractions can be added. Skip steps. So that's kind of what I did up here. Skip steps is when you jump a little bit and then you jump the rest. It says to show how the fractions can be added. And then it says write the sum. Okay, so let's do that right here. So we have 2/6. Now I know, I can check it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know that there's 6. I'm just gonna trust that the book is right on this one. They're divided into 6 hops, or 6 chunks on our number line. So I'm gonna hop 2. Here we go. I'm gonna hop 2. 1, 2 for 2/6 right here. And then I'm gonna hop 1, 2, 3 for the 3/6. And I should be at 5/6. And double check that with the math part. 2 plus 3 is 5. And the denominator stays the same. So it's 5/6. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. 3/4. So these are all in fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see it? 4/4 is 1. Here we go. 3/4. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Boom. I land on 3/4. And then I hop another 1/4. What is my answer, boys and girls? Let's see. 3. Let's add it up. 3 plus 1 is 4/4. Is 4/4 the same as 1? Absolutely. So let's write it in. 4/4 is the same as 1. And I would take either answer, by the way. If you wrote 4/4 or you wrote 1, I would mark that correct. All right, here we go. Let's look at this one right here. We know that this number line is divided into 8s. Let's double check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So this one, if I was writing it as a fraction, it would be 8/8. Is that the same as 1? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to hop 3 for the first one. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to hop another one. 1, 2, 3. And let's see what I ended up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Now let's do the math. 3 plus 3 is 6. And it's 6/8 because the denominator stays the same. Excellent. That matches. Ta-da! Good job. All right. Last one on this page before you do review. Mrs. Kornthal, you said we weren't going to do long division anymore. I said that's true, but we're not learning any more long division. We're always going to review to make sure you don't forget what you already learned. All right, here we go. We're going to hop. These are sixths. So we're going to hop 1/6 the first time. And then we're going to hop 3 the second time. 1, 2, 3. And where did we end up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's do the math. 1 plus 3 is 4. And the denominator stays the same. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to pick a short one. Let's see. Because I won't have any room on the bottom of my paper. You know what I'll do? I'm going to do one as an example. I'll do it down here. 7 divided by 1, 2, 3. That's a fun one. Remember we did the really long one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's try it. Anyone remember what we do? What do we do to figure this out? Divide, multiply, and subtract. Quick compare. Bring it on down and bring it on back. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to divide, multiply, subtract, little compare right here. Compare. And then bring down and do it again if we need it. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to erase that so it's not in the way. Here we go. And we're off. Okay, so the first step. If we have one balloon and 7 friends, can we share? No. I'm going to do the old way. Could we just scoot right over? I could put a 0. I'm going to put a 0 here in the place value, boys and girls. I'll get a regular 0. I'm going to do, I'm going to put a 0 in the placeholder because some of you forget and you don't scoot over. So right now I'm still putting a placeholder. 0 times 7 is 0. I could have just scooted and looked right over at the 12, but some of you still like this. So I'm going to show you how it works out. 1 minus 0 is 1. Is 1 smaller than 7? Yep, we did it right. Let's bring down. Our new number is 12. 12 divided by 7 is what? 7, 14. Oops, 14 is too big. Only 1 7's in there. Then we multiply. 1 times 7 is 7. Subtract. 12 minus 7 is 7, 8, 9. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5. Is 5 smaller than 7? Yes, we did it right. So then we can bring down. Be neat, be neat, be neat. Okay, here we go. Our new dividend is 53. What is 53 divided by 7? Ooh, let's see. Ooh, I got a verse of the day. Here we go. Keep watching and praying. Here we go. That's fun. Bible Gateway sends those to me. All right, where were we? 53 divided by 7. 7, 14, 21. Here we go. Keep going. Do. Judah, I know you're shaking your shoulders and you're singing. We get all the way up to 7. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 7 is 49. Let's scoot this a little bit. 53, or I can just count up. 49, 50, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, or 13 minus 9 is 4. It's the same. What do we do with this number? Who remembers, boys and girls? Do we just leave it there? Nope, it's very important. Where does it go? It's our remainder. Remainder 4. Okay, so the answer for this one, you just worked it out with me, is 17 remainder 4. Okay, I'm going to post these answers really quick. 23, 23, 23, 130, remainder 3, and 325. All right, if you didn't get those